Okay, welcome everybody. I see they're still coming in here, but we'll keep ourselves busy and give it out to a lot of people today. So hopefully more will find their way in here. Okay, we had an incident today, and I don't know if everybody's, I'm not sure if who it affected, who it didn't affect. But basically what had happened today, there was a technical glitch with Four Corners, and people that had their settings to financial letter off, like once a month, they would deduct $29.95. They got dinged $29.95. If you got dinged, you just have to contact support, but I think they fixed it for everybody, and they'll return your balance to what your balance was. CK, I know that you were talking about it. Was your balance fixed up? You can just write in the chat, all right? You just have to go to chat and beside participants there, and you'll be able to write something in there at the bottom, all right? And you can tell me whether or not that got resolved. I know John Randolph had he did have his taken twice, and they returned it back to normal. So so that would mean, and I'll check this later, that I was looking at these dollar commissions wondering where'd that come from, because it didn't make any sense to do with the matrix at all, or what you get for the matrix. All right, now I'm going to go through this again. I don't really see anybody new here. I can see Chen here. Welcome. He's brought a lot of people in. Chen, did you pass the link for the webinar down to all of your downline? You can just type into the chat. Because you have a lot of people that might have wanted to come onto this. This is the only thing that I haven't seen in this program, where a lot of other programs where they have a lot of people in their back office, they usually have a link for the uplines to send out to everybody that there's like a webinar or something special is going to happen, you know, or something that way. So what I might do is, of course, being a leader, not just myself, but some people in here, a lot of people in, they're going to have to step up, and they're going to have to make a list and send it out every time I send the email to them. They're going to have to also go and set it up. So they're going to have to give it to the other people so they can get on here. All right, we're talking about Four Corners Alliance Group. Now, I'm hearing all kinds of things from people that are talking to other people. And I mean, it's not like one here and then you don't hear about it for another 2 weeks or something. It's quite often. And here's the thing. A lot of people, this has been open for a long time, and a lot of people got involved with it as early as April of last year. And they joined up with groups, etc. And the groups, again, have not done so well for them. Now, the problem is that they haven't, they don't have the same plan as us. I haven't seen anywhere where somebody's had the same plan that we have. And that's okay, because I don't want that to all of a sudden somebody, a leader goes, oh, I never thought of that. And then it's like next thing you know, we're competing, you know, trying to get people in here to PIF, okay? Because we basically like to pay it forward. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be that way, but if people can't get in, sure, we're going to offer them that. but we're also encouraging everybody to get their 4 people. Now, that's one thing that a lot of people don't understand either, all right? They think that we're trying to push everybody to, recruit. And that's not what we're doing. We're not pushing anybody to recruit here. We're trying to help you to understand that for less than $100 bill, all right, you have a solid business which can return you up to $2.8 million. Now, if you looked at a matrix and you know about matrices, you know that it's almost impossible to fill your matrix. But it's not impossible to fill your matrix if leaders above you have stepped up with a solid plan and follow through with that plan. So I'm going to be talking about that tonight again, and so you have a clear understanding about what's going on, what we're doing, so you can feel better about going out there and sharing it with other people. Okay, again, not to recruit, but just to get your 4 people. And the reason you spend your $72 to get 4 people is because you want to have 100% matching bonuses and everything that falls below you. All right. Now, it's a fairly easy program to understand, and yet a lot of people get discouraged very quickly. It's not something that's going to be a get rich quick. So it's not like you join in and then 2 weeks down the road you've reached your stardom and you're rich and can buy a plane and a boat and an island and all the rest of that stuff. No, it doesn't work that fast, but you know, slow and steady wins the race, so they say. And so that's exactly what I'm going to show you, how we're doing this. All right. Now, I'm going to bring up a little PowerPoint. All right. You've probably seen this. It's called Awaking the Sleeping Giant. And I just want to go over a few things here. Okay. And the first one is this program is legit, it's legal, it's ethical, and it's very real. You can turn a one-time purchase of less than $20, it's really $18, out of pocket into $10,000, $30,000, even $100,000 in the next 6 to 12 weeks. And that's right, in the next 6 to 12 weeks. You can even make more than that in 6 to 12 weeks, right, if you follow the plan. Now, 4 Corners Alliance Group, it's only $18 a one-time cost. You have 5 income streams, and if you don't know what an income stream is, that's how you're making your money. So not just one way to make your money, you have 5 different ways of making money here. Okay, that's for $18, that's great. It's a worldwide opportunity. Okay, so it's easier to name the countries that aren't in yet than it is to name the countries that are in. Thanks to Chen, we had coffee, CK Chen and myself on Sunday. He informed me that, because he had written support about this, that China is on board in the next 2 weeks. So that is huge, folks. I'm not kidding you this, because I'll tell you something. When you look at the stats in the world about who's the #1 country for MLM programs or any kind of passive programs, anything that makes money through the internet, there's 2 countries that come up, 1 and 2, and then they just keep switching back and forth. That's China and it's India. All right, they have the most people coming in. Now, what's so significant about China coming on board in 2 weeks is this. The Chinese government looks upon a program such as 4 Corners Alliance as a business. They look at it as a solid business. It's an international business. Anybody that's in any kind of international business, because most of the programs, they come outside of China. There are some in China, very big ones, But the ones that are outside of China, and if they get involved with them and have invested money in them, then it allows them to leave China. They can get travel permits, right, to leave. That's a big thing, all right, or they're stuck there. So that's why a lot of them come in, and a lot of them get involved in these programs, because it allows them the papers needed to travel, okay, to leave China. So that's going to be a big thing in a couple of weeks, and that can mushroom like crazy, okay? So if you know anyone, all right, that is a Chinese descent, get talking to them, because that's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Ed Sullivan would say it's a really, really big deal. Anyway, I know, bad impression. It pays weekly, and it has financial literacy products. Now, these products are products that everyone needs. Managing your personal finances, investing intelligently, real estate investing, retirement planning, buying gold and silver, and much, much more. All right, now you know that right now the big topics are buying gold and silver, and especially with gold. And that's why you have a lot of programs out there. One of the biggest ones that we all know about is Karatbars. All right, and Karatbars, you know, depending again on who you're with and who understands it, etc., can be quite lucrative for you if you have it set up the way that successful people in Karatbars have it set up. And since there's a lot of money to be made in this program, we have a lot of other programs that you can get invested in and make passive income or make steady income without doing a lot, all right? So it's a good thing to have. Now, also, too, retirement planning is a big deal, all right? You can leave your legacy more or less behind to your children. We were involved with another person that did setups of offshore accounts and all the rest of this. And this is along the same lines, but I don't think it's exactly the same lines. All right, so here's the products. There's 6 levels, and there's 6 literacy packages. All right, there's the essentials, the intelligent investor, dealing with credit card debt. This one here is the law of attraction, getting everything you want out of life through the power of your own mind. That's just the first 4. Now I'm going to show you all of them down the road here, but this just gives you an idea of some of the things that are there. All right, now I'm going to show you the comp plan. Now, I'm not going to work off of this one. I'm going to work off of another one. Now, most of the stuff that you're seeing has been created by my upline, Ron Thompson. And he's built a calculator to explain this, and I am going to explain it through the calculator, all right, which is right there. Okay, everybody can see that. Now, let me just move this there. That will give you a better view. All right. So the way that all this works is that we are in a 4x6 matrix. They call this a forced matrix. If you don't know what a forced matrix is, forced matrix is simply top to bottom, left to right, next available position. All right? Now, within a matrix, everybody has a matrix. Okay? So let me bring up, first of all, let me log in here, because I want to show you my genealogy, or show a genealogy setup, so you'll get the bigger picture or a better idea of it here. All right, and I've just gone blank here for a sec. Hold on. All right. Okay. So I see they still haven't taken the $2 off. I guess they'll be taking that off sometime soon. Because they've got to take that back for taking it to everybody, unless they're just going to leave it, and that'd be kind of a bonus. Okay, as you can see here, the team has the top spot here, Team Spirit Up. Okay, that's me. And from there, you need to get 4 people on your front line. All right, so when I go to it starts at the left. So the first one is right here. All right, and that was my first one. And this was my second one. And that's my third one. And that was my fourth one. All right, now you can see that when they got in, so they're my 4 people, okay, 4 people that got piffed, and then each person here has piffed their 4 people, okay, and you can see that there's 4 people. Excuse me. One sec. Okay. So everybody sets up their matrices different. It's up to you where you place people or how you do. But inevitably, when there's only a couple of spots left and people are just coming in through overspill or underspill or sideways spill, it's a next available position to your left. Sorry, I don't know what's got my throat. So as I move back over here, you can see there's quite a big a bunch going on here. Now, for the symbols, you can see some are blue, some are green. Okay. We go up to here. Now, here's the problem. Anybody that's green in here, all right, had the $29.95 taken away from them today. All right, and that's interesting because they didn't make John green. So, like, CK is right here, and he had the money taken from him, but he said he had it switched off. Okay, now just to quickly go, when you're in your back office, go to settings. You can see here, when set to on, your monthly newsletter will be purchased for you every 30 days using your account balance. If your setting is turned off, you will not be billed further. All right? So you look right here, monthly newsletter. It says off. Well, everybody's has been off. Okay? So those that are green right now, they're saying they took $27 from you. All right? So what you need to do is you need to contact support and say, I had my setting off for monthly newsletter, and you still took $27 from me, and I want that back. Okay? And they will correct it very quickly. Okay? You shouldn't do the newsletter until you're on your 4th row and almost have your 3rd row completed with number 3s. All right? Because then that will, you know, it's just better financial planning to do it that way. If you want to put the money out for it because you're interested in what they're going to say, yeah, then go ahead and pay that money out if you want. So we can see here, I go this way, there's no green. Come this way, and CK has it, and Chen, you have it, and Acupuncture has it. They got taken for, well, John also got it, but he got his money back. All right? So you can see here, this one here, that's Chen, 6 stars, and CK right here, they've got their 4. And then they have a lot of people that have come in, and they're getting their people. And they're all 3s. You can see here we have some 2s and lots of 1s, okay? And that's very significant, okay? And the way this whole system works, I'm coming back here now to the calculator. Now, the way the whole system works is this. You come in and you pay $18, or you have it paid for you in a PIF, which means paid forward. $8 goes to admin, and $10 buys your first financial lesson 1. Okay? The product costs $10, $8 to admin. It's the only time admin's going to get any money is right there. Okay? Now, the commission payout for that person is $4. Now, if you have 4 personal referrals right there, that means directs. That means they're signed up with your link. All right? Now you have 4 members, and 4 times 4 is $16. So that's your potential earnings on your 4 spots. Okay? Now, when you have your 4 spots, what happens is that next, this happens. I'll go back to the genealogy here. And you can see this person right here has 1, 2, 3 of their 4 people on their front line. All right? So they're getting $4 for each one here. That's $12. Well, what happens at that point, they go, and it's auto purchase. All right, now that's another thing I should have talked about before coming here, but here's auto purchase. It's in settings also. All right, and down here in auto purchase, when you've earned enough funds from product sales, which are the literacy products, you can auto purchase the next product for you. Note, this only applies for products in which are part of a series. So there's 6 levels. It is in a series. You must have product 6 have the dot on it right there. So make sure you go into settings and make sure that's set to the number 6. Okay? Now, back to here. So when this person had 3 people of the 4, that's $12. Okay, so what happened then at the $12 mark? Okay, well, what happened was that they got their next $10, which is enough to pay for financial lesson number 2, and that will automatically be taken. Okay, they do a run type of thing through the night. Okay, when people are sleeping and stuff like this, to just look through the system to see, you know, who has gone another level, and they make sure that they take the money, and then they give you the lesson. They open it up for you to download. And now you're a number 2. Okay? Now, what happens for number 3? So you need to have, well, still, you have $2 left of $10 when you get your 3 people. Okay? So if I move along, there's 1, 2, 3. Need to put 1 more in here. So these 3 amount to $12. $10 go to lesson 2. Now becomes the 2. Now, when this person comes in, there's $2 left here, plus the 4, that's $6. Okay, so now what happens as each of these people get their 4, or they fall in there? You get paid whether or not you brought them in or didn't get brought in, or like they just fell in from somewhere else. Okay? So no matter who's coming into your matrix, you eventually get paid for it. So what happens is that there's $6 made now once this person is in, and you need $25 to be a number 3, or to be at level 3. Okay, so we need to have, there's $6 there. If we have another 5, okay, at 6 at $4 each, that's 24. Okay, $24 and 6 is 30. It's a lot more than what you basically need, okay, but you have $30. So now what they're going to do, they're going to come in here and they're going to take $25. Okay, that $25 here, okay, is gives you literacy financial lesson 3. And now you will be a 3, which you can see here, and here, and here, etc. Okay, so you become 3s. Okay, and up here. Now, the idea and how this program works is that they're very smart in the way that they did this, because that's why one $18, and you see this all over the internet, they say a one-time $18 can give you massive money, and everybody goes, oh sure, and all the rest, and they're very reluctant to put in. But it actually does that. And because as more people come in, whether you bring them or not, all right, it pays you at each level. Okay, so therefore, nothing more is coming out of your pocket. It helps you to buy literacy 2, helps you to buy literacy 3, literacy 4, literacy 5, etc., all the way up to literacy 6. So when you have all 6 lessons, it's all being earned throughout the matrix. You didn't. The only time you spent 18 was right up in here. By the time you reach financial lesson 3, and you start getting some people on this line, there's 64 that have to come in this line. All right, you're going to well in enough money to have financial lesson 4, 5, and 6. And then you'll have a 6 up on your number. Now, how do you get this kind of commissions in here? Well, when you're buying these 2, you get $4 commission for each person. In here, you get $10. Now, let's get on to why we said 4 personal referrals, okay? The reason we say 4 personal referrals is because of 100% matching bonus, which is right here. All right? And all you need is, even 1 is going to do super things, but 4 is amazing, okay? So you make $16 here. To get the 100% match, okay, is that once that line is full, and again, they're all going to be number 1s, there's a 100% matching bonus, okay, for $64. Because it's 4 times 16. You get to the second row, and you need 16 new members. So if all 4 here have brought in 4 people or picked 4 people, you filled the second line. But now the second line is mostly all number 1s. But as soon as they all become number 2s, and it doesn't have to be you got to sit and wait for your matching bonus. As each one becomes a 2, it's an instant sponsor commission. So you're not only going to get $4, you're going to get a matching bonus of $4. So again, for 16, for just without personal referrals, you would make $64. But once they're all 2s, all 16 are 2s, your total in instant sponsor commissions, 100 match, will be $256. So when you add this up, it's $320 in 2 rows that's being put in your pocket. Now, if you don't have any personal referrals, you're going to make 16 on when the first row is done. And when they're all 2s, you'll make $64. That's $80. So you put out $72, okay? And if somebody's paid your way in, right, then that's your bottom line, $72. And now you've made $80, so you're ahead by $8. All right? It shows you you're never going to lose. You'll never lose in this program. You've got your money back, okay? Your principal's back, and that's it. You're done. Okay? You're not done earning. You don't have to worry about losing any money here, which is $18 or $72 if you're going to pick your 4 people in. But look what happens if you do pick your 4 people in and you get the matching bonus when your second row is all filled with number 2s. You get $256 plus your 64 plus, and you end up with $320. That more than pays for your $72. It more than pays your $18 if you paid it yourself. And you've got some nice coins sitting there for just doing the first 2 rows or helping your 4 people to get their 4 people. Okay? That's how things start. When you get this kind of money, now you can become financial lesson 3, you pick up financial lesson 4, and you can even get financial lesson 5. Okay? When you're into the 3rd row and your commission payout jumps to $10 and the matching bonus is a $10, so there's 64 people on this line. Multiply that by $10, that's 640. But you have 4 personal referrals. You got 4 directs. 100% matching bonus, you get $2,560. Add that to your 640, it's $3,200. But all 64 on that line have to be the number 3. To get the commission, the instant sponsor commission or the 100% match, you don't have to wait for the row to fill up. As soon as they become a 3, you get it. Okay? Same with the 4. As soon as they become a 4, you get it. Okay? So, and that's 60, the commission is 24. At 150, it's 60, and at 300, it's 120. So total cost is $555. That didn't come out of your pocket. That was made by all the people coming in and you getting your rightful commission. And if you have any referrals, you're going to get the matching bonuses there. So how are we different than all the other programs out there? All right. We basically like the idea of giving money away to make more money. Now that doesn't sound right, does it? But just think about it. You give money away to make money. It's like throwing magnets out there that's just going to pull money into you. Now, why is it going to pull into you? This number down here, that's your motivation. That's your motivation, okay? A lot of people don't make $34,000 in 1 year, all right? And it's a struggle at that much money to live. But to spend less than a $100 bill, okay, you can reach these levels. That's almost like, yeah, that's not hard. And when you reach these levels, magic starts to happen. Okay? Well, what do you mean by that, Dave? What do you mean magic starts to happen? Okay, I'm going to tell you how things work and how we do things. We're a team build, team spirit up. Now, so I'm at the top of my matrix, you're all in my matrix, and you have your matrices with lots of other people. As my first 4 lines get filled, okay, through our team's efforts, and once they're all 3s, they're all 4s, okay, I have 8 personal referrals right now, but we're just talking 4. I'm going to get a matching bonus of $24,576. Add that all together of all the 4 lines, and I would have received $34,320. Now, most people would say, I'm keeping that. Boy, I've earned that. I'm not giving any of that away or whatever. Well, not us. This is what we're going to do, all right? When I finish the 3rd row, okay, I'll have close to 3,200. Of course, they take out for other things, like they take out the literacy, they take out, you use it for your bank card to purchase your bank card. But that's about it. So let's just take the 3,200. I can find 177 people and PIF them in. All right? If you have people, all right, that want to be PIF'd in, if you don't have your 4 yet, and you say, Dave, I know that you do a lot of advertising, you have a funnel, you have this, you have that. Can you give me a couple of people and I'll PIF them in? So you have your personal referrals, because that gives you the matching bonus. I say, sure, no problem. Okay, just tell me how many you want, and when they come in, you'll be in a line, and then you'll be given those people. Okay, but when I get to 3,200, that fills 177 spots on the 4th row. When those spots are filled, and I'm getting the commissions on those 177, there's 89 spots left. I make enough in the 177 to also PIF 89 spots. If nobody else did any work, I can do that. Okay, now, as each person earns on the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th row, they're going to make enough money here, and if they have personal referrals here, that they'll have enough to become 5s and 6s. Even before they get down here, they're going to be 5s and 6s. Okay? So what happens here is that everybody becomes 4s. I get to 34,000. Now, what's the next goal? The next goal is to fill this 5th row. Okay, I'm prepared to take, once I have that in there, I'm prepared to take $18,000, because that's about what it is, and PIF 1,024 people in. And that's if nobody's doing anything, but I know people are also going to duplicate what I'm doing. And look how quickly that's going to fill. Okay, then when the bonuses, the potential earnings is 61,000, the 100% match is times 4, which is 245,000. Add that together, it's 307,000. All right. I won't think twice of taking 73,000 and filling 4,096 people in as a PIF if nobody else has done it yet. What does that do? It completes the matrix. Okay, now everybody says, well, wait, Dave. What happens to all the people that are down on level 6? They're only 1s. Okay, well, not everybody's a 1. Okay, because as you get going through the system, you're now 2s, your 3s, your 4s, your 5s, etc. All right, but when everybody's a 6 on this level, add this all together, and that's the final total of $2.8 million. Now, two things can happen, okay? Let's just say, you know, nobody else is doing anything. I'm just finding all the pits. I'm filling all the lines and all the rest of that stuff. If I get down in here and decide, okay, well, you know, if I'm going to fill this up, I got two choices. Next line is 16,000 and change. All right? Okay. Well, they pay us enough money here that you could go and piss everybody. You can start on the 7th row now. Okay, and by this time, a lot of the people in here should be duplicating what I'm doing in pissing a lot of people in. Okay, because it's helping them all. I'm helping everybody to fill their matrices. Well, let's help yourself, and let's go find 4 people that that have 4 people, etc., and they have a $100 bill to build the same kind of income that is laying on the table. This money is laying on the table, everyone, right? You don't have to do anything after that other than fill the lines, and it's there for your taking. A $100 bill gets you this kind of money. Where else can you get this kind of money in any kind of brick and mortar, okay, or any kind of internet business? How's the $100 bill going to get you that? Okay. Now, my sponsor, he did a video, and he shows how that can all be accomplished in 6 days. Right? Just if everybody went out, and if everybody got their 4 people. Okay? So everybody found somebody with a $100 bill. Okay? They'd get their 4 people, wouldn't they? So to fill this whole thing up here, it's $98,000. Okay? But that doesn't mean that everybody down on the 5th and 6th rows are have reached a 5 or 6. Most of the people will be, after the 3rd row, will be a 4. A lot will be a 5. You know, a few will be 6. All right, but as more and more people are filled in the rows, goes top to bottom, left to right, everybody in that matrix. So if I'm looking at my matrix here, okay, and I go side to side and look at all the people there and all the spots, okay, everybody here, okay, will have their spots filled, right, by the time I get to the 6th row. Okay, now if I go up here, you can see here I've already got 21 people on my 6th row. Okay, so here's my numbers. And it's interesting that the 6th row is almost with 1 less than my 3rd row. But there really isn't any excuse, right? Most people here that come in, and they're all sitting at ones, you know, you need to get the big picture. And the big picture is that this is a business for less than $100. And this, by the end of the year, can give you a 5, 6, 7-figure income just by sharing this and explaining that I want to give you matching referrals here, and then you do it the same to help somebody. It's the pay it forward movie all over again here, okay, for a less than $100 bill. And I know that a lot of you go out to eat, or you go to a movie with your kids, and you do all kinds, and it's easily $100, easily. Okay, so, and it's like most people, okay, you're not coming to them to say, oh, I want you to recruit for me. No, you're coming to say, I need 4 warm bodies, and as long as you have $100, and then the 4 people you know to bring in, they have $100, we can do this. Okay? We can do this. Okay? But let's look at it this way. Back over here. I figured it out that, again, I just showed you that I already have 21 on people on my 6th level, okay? And so let's say that by the time that I'm down in here, and it's just, there's some people, lots of spots down here that haven't filled. If I took $1.2 million, I could make everybody on my 6th row a 6. Okay? Everybody on my row a 6. Dave, you're crazy. What are you talking about? You're going to give up $1.2 million? You're damn right I am. Why would I do something like that? I do something like that because at the end of the day, I still have $1.5 million in my pocket. That's right, $1.5 million. And that's after making everybody a 6. I paid everybody's $300. And I don't expect anybody else to do that, but if you want to duplicate and be a millionaire, I'm not taking $1.2 million of my own money. I'm taking $1.2 million that my $18 or my $100 bill has made me. And my end result is that my $18 still has made me $1.5 million. So I finished my matrix. Am I done? No way I'm done. All right? Because when I'm going through here, I'm going to be putting other people signed up with me. So as I told you, I have 8 right now. So here's what we do. Let's change this to an 8. Okay? And come back down here. Look at the numbers. I didn't spend any more than $18. Okay? For me, I might have piffed another 4 people in, so that's another $100 bill. So even if I did $200 and I piffed in some more people, okay, and I still made everybody a 6 and all the rest of that and spent $1.2 million of my earnings, what am I left with there, folks? I'm left with $3.8 million. And that's only for having 4 more referrals that I spent an additional $100 bill. And I got $3.8 million, all right? You know what that's called? Leverage. That's leveraging your money. Now, Dave, how come you know about leveraging your money? Well, I've traded on the markets for 25 years. There's a lot of you on here that's in our trading room. And you know that you can put $100 into a trade, and basically what's happening is because you're at a 200-to-1 leverage or a 400-to-1 leverage, they're giving you more their money so you can get more. So if you have 1,000, they'll give you 10,000. So you can turn around and you can buy bigger lot size when you're trading, and you can make more money on their money. That's leverage. Same thing here. People are going to come into the matrix. They're going to fall into the matrix. Okay? You're going to bump into the person down in the coffee shop that serves you every day. You got $100? I'm going to change your life. What do you mean you're going to change my life? You got $100? Yeah, I got $100. Yeah. All right. You got 4 friends? Yeah. 4 friends has $100? Yeah. Okay. So now you go in there and you show them the system. You bring them on one of the webinars here and you show them how this is working. Believe me, leverage is so powerful. You know, Einstein said that compounding was the eighth wonder of the world. And quite often, you know, you hear the comparison to, would you take $1 million or would you take a penny a day and double it for 30 days? Well, the end result of a penny a day doubled at 30 days is something like $30 million compared to the $1 million that they offered you. Okay? So leveraging is similar in that you're taking a $100 bill and then you're only sharing with other people the same idea, okay, to show them what money is laying on the table for them, all right, and with the help of the top buying all these positions, I can buy all these positions, still make some people all the levels, and come out with one at least $3.8 million. Well, what have I ended up? And I ended up spending $1,000. Okay, as I'm moving along here and earning money, and I spend $1,000, or some of the people that I'm piffing in, I have people to piff in, but there's nobody else who wants more piffs, so I'm piffing them in my name, okay, and I'm going to end up with my $1,000. I'm going to have 40 people, okay, let's change it, okay, so there's my 40 people. Because I get 4 people, right, per 100, all right, for 1,000, that's 10 times my 4, which is 40 people, okay? Look at this. Now I got 40 people spread all through my matrix, which I just explained to you, and had to put them there anyway, okay, to fill up the matrix, not only for myself, but everybody else that's in the matrix. And what's my bottom line for spending $1.2 million? There it is. It ends up being around $20 million. $20 million for just helping people. You're giving money away to make money. Now, here's the next question I get all the time. Get this all the time. I don't believe you. Where's all the money coming from? Right? $18, how can they pay these kind of dollars out? How can they pay this money out? Okay? Well, let me tell you. You add up everything to $555, okay, and multiply that. Each person will eventually pay out $555 for the 6 lessons. And you multiply that by 5,460 people. That's the total right there. Each of these people will eventually spend $555 of their earnings. That's equal to $3,030,300 per person. All right, or sorry, per matrix. All right, so if I go back here, and I'm going to make this a 0. That's right, I'm making that a 0. Okay, so on a full matrix, and everybody's got their levels and right up to number 6. Okay, each one has made their literacy packs. That's 555 times 5,460 people. It's still $3,030,300. How much are they paying out for their matrix? $559,824. So if I put that into the calculator, okay, that means they have made, or they still have available after paying that, $2,470,476. That's how they can pay, right? It's a product. These are products, all right? It's no different. You work for a Mercedes dealership as a car salesman. And every time you sell a $100,000 car, you get $10,000. So sell 10 cars a year, you've made $100,000. You're a salesman that sells 10 cars in a month. All right? So you can see, sell more cars, sell more product, then get more people to buy it, and you're making a good living. This is no different, right? You're selling these financial lessons. Now, I said 5 income streams. Okay, well, here's the 5 income streams. First income stream, let me go back here and make this a 4. Okay, first income stream number 1 is your matrix right here. Okay, what's the max you can make? $559,824. Second income stream, the 100% check match. All right, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 400, 4,000 people in there, you get a 100% check match. Okay, and that's these numbers. So there's your first 2 income streams. Here's your next one. There's a newsletter, and that's what some people got hit on today, that they weren't ready for it yet, but it will come into play later, because the same people that you have in your matrix, and if you filled it, okay, this is the comp plan on it. Every month they pay $29.95 to get this newsletter. So you get, for the first 4 rows, you get $1 a person. For the 5th and 6th row, you get $2 a person. And now there's the 7th row in here, okay, of 16,384 people, and you get $4 a person. Total on that, with your same 4 people, is $380,000 a month. All right, even a portion of that at the 4th level can make you $1,700 a month. Okay, so there's your income stream 3 and 4. Your 5th income is right there. You get to take these at a wholesale price and sell them on the internet. You have the rights to that. And you get to keep the money when you sell them. So you can see whenever you purchase one, so $10, they say already purchased. Okay, there's the 4th level, $60 already purchased. When you haven't purchased them, it's $150, and it just shows $150 or more. Same with the 6 right there. Okay, so and that brings us to something else that we need to look at. Okay, and I need to get back over here, and we need to look at the Resource Center. And the reason that we need to see the Resource Center, because we're going to look at escrow. Okay, there's a lot of you probably don't even know what an escrow balance is. Okay, it works the same in real estate, and they keep a certain amount of money set aside in escrow. All right, and the way it works is this. I'm going to bring up this, and I will. There we go. We just want to get rid of that, and we can still play it. And I'm just going to go along here until I come to the one that I need to look. Okay, let's just get back here a little bit. There we are. Okay, the purpose of the escrow system is to create a fair commission earning system for all of our members by ensuring the commission recipient qualifies for the commission by at least matching the products purchased. Okay? All right, so here's the example. Okay, now, number 2 here, he's a product level 2, okay, because that's you, right? Or sorry, you're up there. But when this person's a 2, and let me just go forward with this. All right, what happens is that, and you're going to see this in a minute. Let me speed it up. You always go up the number of levels of what's being purchased. So if somebody here is a 2, you count up 2 rows. Well, okay, well, here's the logic flow. You count up 2 rows. Okay, so here's the logic of it. All right, so there's you, and there's 1, 2. $4 in instant commission, $4 in instant sponsor commission on an L2 purchase. Product 2 commission always targets up to whoever is 2 rows above. So that would stand to reason that product 3 is 3 rows above, product 4 is 4 rows above. Okay, the recipient of the commission must be at least at the same purchase level as the purchaser. Okay, so what happens when they're not? Does the recipient have their auto purchase settings that equal or greater than the commission level being received? Now, I explained at the start of this in settings that you need to go in and set it at the number 6. That means that it's set at a higher level than what anybody else can be. All right, so 6 is where it stops, okay? So if you have it set at 6, it qualifies you for escrow balance now. So as long as, whatever level that you're on, as long as you have that 6, you have about 2 weeks to become the same number as somebody has become. Okay, so let's talk about that. All right, and we're going to get over here to another example right about here. Okay, so somebody buys a 4, and that person's a 4, then there's no problem. Okay, they're just going to count up 4 rows, and that person gets the instant sponsor commission. Okay, so what happens in this case? All right, we have somebody decides number 5, it's got the package of books or literacy lesson about gold and silver. So let's say that for gold and silver, they want that book now. They don't want to wait because they don't want to wait for that because they want to end up learning about gold and silver because they're involved somewhere else in gold and silver. They want to know if they're doing the right thing. So they purchased the product level 5, and this person's a 4. So remember, purchase on level 5, it's 5 rows up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where you sit. If you're a 4, as long as you have that button at 6, escrow will go $60 into your escrow. Okay? So here's the example right here. And that's the logic for it. Product 5 commission always targets up to whoever is 5 rows above. Okay? The recipient of commission must be at least the same purchase level of 5. He's not. He's a 4. Next rule. It's coming. Does the recipient have their auto purchase settings set equal or to greater than the commission level being received? That's the 6 I'm talking about. And therefore, if you do, $60 goes into your escrow balance until you become a 5. And you're given about 2 weeks to do that. Now, only this happens when somebody decides they want the book right away or the package. Okay, now what happens if they don't become? Well, it goes up to the first person that is a 5. So it rolls up. So it's very unlikely that's going to happen, but that's what happens if you don't want to bother to purchase to get to the next level. Okay, so it will go up again. It'll go up to your sponsor or his sponsor or so on and so forth. Okay? That's how escrow works. Okay. So back over here. So at the end of the day, you say to yourself, or you come out of this and you go, what did Dave say? All I'm showing you here is the power of leverage with your money, or the power of leverage with everybody else's money. Okay? And I don't mean that only one person has the power of leverage. It's each and every one of you out there. Because each and every one is going to tell somebody to come onto the webinar. You got to listen to Dave. All right? He tells it better than what maybe I can. And I want you to just hear this. So they all say, oh, I get it now. I get it. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get my direct referrals. And when do you want to get your direct referrals? Because a lot of people are sitting there with one. Now, let's just say, for instance, that a guy or gal comes along, excuse me, and they have a huge group. And he said, I'll have every one of my group in by tomorrow. Okay, so maybe he's got 1,000 people in. So you're sitting over here, and you haven't done anything about getting your 4 referrals. Okay, because let me get to genealogy here again. It's coming. Okay, so you've done nothing here. You're all ones. You see how everybody's ones here. All right, and a lot of people here, they don't even have anybody in. Some people have 1 in. Some have none in here on their 4 people, etc. Okay? Well, what happens is somebody comes in and says, okay, I'm coming in, and I'm bringing 1,000 people, and they'll all be in by tomorrow night. Okay? So, they do their system, and they follow what they're supposed to do, so everybody gets, signs up with the next person next, or he just takes them all and puts them in under his name, because you'll still get the $4 working. Okay, well, what happens is that now you think to yourself, oh man, I should have got my 4 directs. Okay, now you got to put your 4 directs way down here because he's already finished filling it all up. Right, so therefore you don't get the matching bonuses until they're down here. Until that matrix, which goes like that, is filled down to the 5th or 6th row. You'll still get them on each row, but geez, if I had put them on there and we're already down to here, I'd be on easy street. But I didn't want to spend the $72. Okay, does it make sense? It's no different than, I think everybody has seen this. You go to Casino Rama, you go to Casino Niagara, wherever you're going, or you're down in Vegas, and you're walking around, and you hear the bells go off, and you run over to where the bells are going off, and you're seeing a guy there, and he's not happy. And you say, buddy, you got the jackpot. Look at the bells going. I didn't put all the coins in. So it rings, yeah, and I'm going to make, some money. But because I didn't put another $2 in, I could have won another $20,000 or something. I've seen that time and time again down in Vegas or anywhere else. And it's heartbreaking, you know, because you left so much money on the table because you basically, you know, were protecting your money instead of letting your money earn for you. Remember, leverage, okay? Your money wants to make you more money. But how can it do that if you won't let it out of your pocket? Okay, that's what the secret is all about. You've heard about that video, or the law of attraction. All right, you can't have a law of attraction if you've got it locked away. It can't do anything for you to attract anything. Okay, but just look what happens when you, you know, you can see the bigger picture and you take your $100 bill and you get 4 people in. And you should be happy about that. You're helping 4 people. All right? You're helping 4 people. You're giving them a chance. Okay? And down the road when, you know, everything's building and the snowball's rolling and you're down in this area here and you're going, oh my God, I'm so glad that I put those 4 people in. Okay, that's what leverage is all about, right? So all I'm saying is that it's all about a $100 bill. All right, you'll get this money back right up in here. Okay, right in this first 2 rows, you're going to get that back. Okay, all you have to do is get your 4 people to get their 4 people. You're going to get it back. That's it. Bottom line, right? We were in another program where we used to do a lot of videos and a lot of webinars and stuff. And we had the 33% rule, which always would give us our principal back. And once you had your principal, you're smiling from ear to ear. You can't get hurt. But being in the internet and trying to make money isn't about breaking even, right? It's all these people that buy scratch tickets and stuff like that, and they spend $2 and they scratch and they win 3 numbers or something and they get $2 back. That's not a win. It's not a win at all. So you want to make money. You want to make money on your money. And that's what this is all about. Okay, so there you go. That's it in a nutshell. And it's just a matter of getting out there. Like we still have to do a lot of work here. Okay, and this is all going to come. We're still going through the stages. We've only been doing this team build since January, the first week in January, and getting going, and we're doing okay. All right, and if everybody got their 4 people, we'd be doing great right now. All right, but that will come. There's one thing about me, and they're going to press you. Okay, I get passionate about trying to explain to you about leveraging, passionate about you earning, passionate about you leaving this money not on the table, but taking it with you. And right now we're pushing a snowball up the mountain, and that's all right. We'll get to the top, and when that ball starts coming down and we just start rolling a little bit, we've got this that buys 177 spots. Now it's really rolling. We get the other 256. Everybody becomes a 4. Boom. Now I got 34,000. Take 18. You know, use it against and put 1,024. Take 73. Put it all in there. Okay. Boom. This is done. Now, where do we go from there? We start taking more money out of here, and we go to the 7th row, the 8th row, the 9th row. But by that time, people above are duplicating what we started. All right, so everybody in my front 4 is doing it. Everybody on their front 4 is doing it. And duplication rocks. You say there's not enough people. Sure, there's enough people. There's billions of people out there. That's why I'm so excited about China coming on board. Because, wow, they just love to get into something like this that gives them the right to travel, gives them the right to get some papers, okay, by the money that they're earning. And same with India, same with anywhere that you go. Everybody needs a leg up. That's what Pithy's all about. Pay it forward. Okay, do we have questions? I'm ready for questions. Let me go over here to the chat. You're right, Norm. Every program duplication. Norm's a good friend of mine. He got me involved in a program back in 2011. And he calls me up and he says, Dave, you got to get into this program. He said, what kind is it? It's a doubler. Oh, Norm, what are you doing? You should be running fast the other way because so many people lose. No, wait a minute. I won. I've already got my money back. How much you put in, Norm? And he says to me, I put $4,000 in. I says, Norm, are you off your medication? He says, no, this is working. Yeah, and sure enough, he doubled his money and started getting other people. And I said, Norm, I'm only going to put $70 in. Because at that time, I only had like $40 in one program that was coming out to me, and I had another $30 from somewhere else or something. And so I'm putting $70 in, that's it. Well, 1 year later, $65,000 from that $70. So it's just seeing the vision, it's understanding what's happening and going for it. So there's the case, $70, $65,000. $72, $2.8 million. It works. Okay? It works. Now, good news too is that some of the group that we have is Chinese, and there's going to be some translation of some of the webinars, etc., so they can pass it along, because there's a language barrier, and I used to do this with a bunch of Russians, and they used to interpret them and speak after I did a presentation in Russian so they would understand. And so that's the steps that need to be taken so everybody understands what's going on. So that's going to be huge. There's a couple of programs I'm in also. One of them has the ability to take any video, and they're not there yet. They're almost ready to release it, to take any video that's done and translate it. That's going to be cool. So I guess they do a voiceover and all the rest, and that's it. It's pretty cool. That means your world is your oyster, as they say. So you're able to get out there. You're able to go to the world with your business, and you can't do that with brick and mortar, and you can go and be successful. So it doesn't look like we have any questions. I'm all ears here if you have any questions. We're going to have these webinars every Wednesday, it looks like, for now, at about this time. And bring people. You know, bring the people. Because if everybody brought the people that they were planning to get in so they have an understanding, we have 1,000 seats here. Okay, that's right. It's 1,000 seats. So, you know, want you to come over here. And you can see we've got, yes, it's recorded, Nancy. I do have the recording on. That was Nancy's question right there. And I can move this up just a bit so I can see this one. Yes, this is recorded, and now this is going right up to a YouTube channel. John Randolph, what is our YouTube channel? Again, which one did you decide to do it in? Can you just put it into the chat there, if you're still around? We were discussing that today to make sure that we did have a YouTube channel for everybody to do it. Just go there and to pick up the recording, or even just say, give the link to people and have them go to listen to it. So I see John's still on here. John, are you there? Hello, Johnny. I'm not sure if it's www.teamspiritupgroup or it's Team Spirit Up, but we set aside, we can upload it directly. Okay, so John was at the fire pit there. He's got a beautiful setup there. You should see his blog someday. But we have it set up that when it renders, it will be automatically uploaded to YouTube channel. And then so, you know, it usually takes, what have we been here? It's 9:38, so about an hour so far. An hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It takes equal that time to render. And once it's rendered and it's loaded up to YouTube, they take a bit of time with it, not much. So it could be on as early as 12 o'clock tonight, but most certainly by tomorrow. There it is right there. No, but John, what is our, okay. All right. So, okay, now I'm confused, Norm. Let me click on John. Okay, Team Spirit Up group. This is where it's going to come up to. All right, and I bet you this goes the same. Okay, and that goes to the same spot. All right, so anyways, that's it. Team Spirit Up group, that's the channel. Come over to subscribe, and you'll get, when you get in here, just subscribe, give us a like. That will help us too, and it's also gets uploaded to Google+. Okay. So that's good stuff. All right, so every Wednesday night now, about 8:15, we're going to have this. So the videos will be available up on that YouTube channel, so pass around the link. You know, if you want, I know I've already received some requests for PIFs, working on that, being a little busy doing other things. My wife's father's not doing so well, and that's pretty serious stuff, so I've been having to kind of hold down the fort, so to speak. So, okay, and that's about it. So everybody, thank you for coming, first of all. Let me stop recording.